Hello, everybody. Welcome to the DNF podcast.
I'm Dynamite. What's up, guys?
And I'm Frymi. And so today's topic is old notes from girls in school. Of course, if you're a female listening to this podcast, it's also notes from boys in school. However, me and Dynamite are both males, so we can only count of the notes that we got from girls. Because I never got a note from a boy. Did you, Dynamite?
I would like to not disclose. No, actually, never. I did.
Yeah. Nope. So, all right. So I think I will go ahead and go first. I am the older of us two. I am in my 40s. So my junior high school years and my high school years, I graduated high school around middle, like I'd say 92, 93, 94 era. I won't give you the exact date, but that's where I'm around.
Bless.
So, and then my co-host here, so where are you at, buddy?
I'm at 19, and I just graduated about 2 years ago. Just going to leave it at that.
Cool. Awesome.
Had my fair share of notes. So.
Right. All right. So I think I will go ahead and start with this because we all have had notes passed to us in school from one desk to another.
Listen, even the most awkward people get notes. Don't ever try to play and say, oh, I was growing up in high school and I never got a note. Because we all know you either wrote one, and we all know that you either wrote one or you got one.
And
because you were asking that cute girl to your little school dance or anything like that with a cute little note with a yes or no checkbox.
Yes. We've all done that.
Plenty of them.
And I will be the first one to say that I was not a very popular kid. I was kind of on the nerdy side of stuff. But
that's 50-50.
I did receive a couple of, hey, I think you're cute notes. And so I've already preloaded one of these stories because every time I think of notes, I actually have a story that comes right to mind.
Oh no!
And
I'd like to hear it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say first names because number one, nobody knows where I'm from yet, so it doesn't. Well, you do, but the audience does not.
I do well.
So I was in the 7th grade. And I remember receiving a note from a girl named Jennifer. She was I want to say she was in my math class. And I remember somebody tapping me on the side and handing me a note on my right side. So I had to pick it up under, because you had to sneak that stuff underneath.
Oh, yeah.
Teachers.
You don't want the teachers stealing it.
Yeah, because dude, if the teacher saw it, dude, she made you stand up in class and read that shit in front of everybody.
Oh.
And so,
I remember our teachers, they'd just stuff them in the desk.
Oh, really? Dude, not us, dude. No, I'm from the era, dude. It's like if you got caught passing a note or whatnot, whoever was caught with that note in their hand had to stand up in front of class and read that thing out loud.
See, most teachers in my day and age, they just got it and be like, I think you're like passing answers, so they just stuff it in their desk. A lot of them never noticed that it was like a love note unless it had like a giant heart, like this one kid in class did. Oh gosh,
that
funny. Kid got put on. That kid was more flush faced than like. It was pretty bad.
No, I bet, dude. But no, yeah. So okay, so there's a little difference between the generations. We got put on blast right there. And so I got handed one, and it was from a girl. It was like 2 rows over, a couple seats back, and you get it. And I opened it up, and I was like, oh my god! I opened it up, and it was like, hey, I think you're cute. Do you think I'm cute? And it was like, and it had the little yes and no boxes, check and pass back. And of course, I looked over, because when you get one of those, you don't really know where it comes from. You don't know like where in the class it came from. So the first thing you do is you pop your head up and you start looking around. And then of course, and once you do that, the person who sent the note, is pretty much gives you like they shrug or they kind of perk up and then they kind of give you the eye or
they sink.
Yeah,
one or two. There's no way in between. They either sink or they swim.
Right, and so it's either it's like Yeah, I did it. And so of course when you look at them, you hope they're cute. And so, I happened to look back and this girl happened to be cute. And I was like, check yes. Send it back.
Send it back. Send it running.
Right, just send it back. Just hand it to the same person who handed it to you. And then, continue on through math class and everything. And of course you get a tap again and grab the note. Would you like to go would you like to go out with me? Yes or no?
I love
You're like, you know nothing about this person now.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Is you just talk to this girl none. It's just like just point A to point B to point C. And that man's going for third base on the first hit.
It's not really that either. It's just like she's swinging for the fences too.
That's what I mean.
And it's like, oh my god, you don't want to turn her down because you don't know what this could be.
Just called her cute.
You're like, yes, I want to go out with you.
Then it's kissing on the playground.
Well, I guess that you could put it that. Yeah, and so it's like, and then of course you haven't talked to her yet. And so of course you can't talk to her during the class because, well, the class is going on. Of course, ring, the bell goes off, and the first thing you're going to do is you run out of the class and you're standing out front of the door waiting for her to come out.
Facts.
And then you go, because I remember that I did that, and I was like, so where's your next class? And she's like, it's over this way. And you start walking that way and you start talking to him. Well, I remember, eventually what came of that note was, we dated for, about a week or two, kind of talked during school and this and that. Wouldn't call it really like what you call dating as an adult life, but, if when you're that age, you know what we're talking about. And I remember what it all culminated one night at, I think it was like the holiday dance. It was like a Halloween dance or something. And I met her there, and because, we're like 12 or 13 or something at that point. And I was, once again, I'm saying I was a very shy kid. Hadn't quite come out of my shell yet. Hadn't really found out who I was. And so, we're hanging out there, and she's like, come dance with me. I'm like, no, I can't dance, this and that. And so I'm like, hey,
that moment where you stick her, she go to like dance with her, and you put your hands on her hips, and you're like straight arm kind of status.
No, it was worse than that. No, it was worse than that. It was.
Oh mate.
It was like no. It was like no. You go dance with your friends for a while. I'll stand here for a little bit longer, maybe later. I'll tell you to this day, dude, I'm not proud of it, dude, but I never danced with that girl.
Oh.
And it was terrible, dude. Like nowadays, I don't care, dude. Like, girl asks me to dance. Yeah. I can't dance. Like, literally, I am rhythmically challenged. So, like, I will go out there and I will make a fool of myself now because I just don't care. But back in those days, you're 12, 13, you maybe not everybody, but at that time, dude, I thought all eyes were on me, and like I was not going to go out and do something that I wasn't good at.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
And so, yeah, I remember she come to me a couple times that night. It's like, hey, come dance. And I was like, no, and
it's a moment where you just feel like you're in a place where you don't belong, kind of thing.
Yeah, I was.
You know what I mean?
Total, what we used to call a wallflower.
Oh, you're that person with your leg up against the wall. You just
not even leg against the wall, just standing against the wall.
Yikes.
Looking completely uninterested in what's going on.
Jail.
Pretty much.
It's like you just got put on the wall during recess.
Oh yeah, and dude, she put me on, and dude, yeah, she did the right thing. She came up to me, and she's like, "Hey, are you going to dance with me tonight?" And I was like, dude, I was so like, this is out terrible. I am so embarrassing, but I was like, I can't. I know I can't. And she
never did dance with the girl.
I never did dance with the girl.
She risked her day. She risked her ass
Yeah, I like, dude.
Done for that.
Yeah, she put her work in, man. But yeah, I failed it, dude. And actually, later on during that dance, dude, she's like, "Can you still go out with me?" And I'm like, I was so just clammed up and
Oh, is that moment where you just like to the say kind of?
yeah, I was just sick to my stomach, and it was just like,
Oh,
like my social anxieties. I didn't realize they were social anxieties at that time. But now looking back on it, that's what I had. I had severe social anxiety, and I just didn't know how to deal with it. But yeah, that poor girl, man, she tried her darndest, man. And yeah, I just let her go. And later that night, basically, we broke up. And
damn.
yeah, and that
Imagine it
was,
was one of them things where you didn't actually end. She out of nowhere and was like, "Bitch, we're still together."
dude, it could have been one of those things, dude. And from what I heard, dude, she was a really good girl too. You know, later on, she was a very loyal girlfriend, very, very sweet, very loving. However, I did hear that she got pregnant in the ninth grade, so she was very
She was
loving.
very loving.
So, but yeah, well, so there was that's my embarrassing note from a girl story.
Oh my.
Do you have one there, Dynamite, for us?
Oh, I do. I have actually two of them, but one of them's not really a note. It kind of started off as we met on social media,
Okay.
which it was later. But for starters, I'm not like the most like unknown about person in my school. I'm not gonna say I'm the most popular person in my school, but I was also that person that was like because of racing. I was in school a ton. I was in school just in and out a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
I see it.
a lot of people knew me for racing.
Oh, see,
So
I
like,
was the total opposite, dude. I was like the zero known kid in school.
like when it came down to it, like with it, I'd race probably like when it come down to about the last month of school, I'd miss the entire last month of school just to go to race. And a lot of people knew that, and they knew I raced, and a bunch of girls, they all said they had crushes on me and stuff, but like nothing ever came about it.
Got you.
And there was this one girl, and I remember her specifically because like as I grew up with her in school, like I kind of felt bad for her. That's we're not gonna get into it, but
All right.
we're talking. I remember me and her we talked at lunch because we sat at the same lunch table.
Dude, this is notes
And
from a girl. Did you ever receive a note from this girl?
oh yeah. We're gonna get to that. Well, we're sitting at this lunch table, and my friend and me were joking around, and she sat at the other end with her friend, kind of thing. So we're kind of like a split table.
Gotcha. We've done that
So-
before. Yeah, I remember those split table things.
So we'd sit there and we'd joke around, be guys, do dumb shit, you know. You
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
mix Oreos, this fucking like ketchup.
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
dipping
stupid
Oreos, yeah,
stuff.
dipping Oreos and
like
ketchup,
mixing up
yeah.
stuff in your milk.
Oh
just
yeah,
dumb shit.
Yeah.
Being teenagers in middle school, and well, one day,
non-dairy
we were-
creamer, salt and pepper.
but me and her had the same math class, and she sat right behind me. And I'd sit my books underneath my chair. And the one day I was sitting at lunch, and she was like head down the entire time with like a pencil and paper. And I noticed it, but I was like, I didn't think anything about it. Figured she's doing notes for classes. And then I was sitting, and I felt her tap her finger on my back. And I was like, what? And she pointed at my books, and I saw there was a note down there and had a heart on it. And
Wait, really?
yeah. And I was like,
Just a
at
random
first-
boner.
Oh, I experienced so many of them in my eighth grade because I had the hottest teacher, but we're not talking about
Oh, okay. I understand. Okay, you were sitting there dreaming about your teacher, and,
my teacher?
and a girl.
My teacher was probably your age now. Caught my dick any day of the week. Her and the other math teacher could
That's
have got
funny.
any bit of me any day of the week.
That's what
But
he's like.
anyway-
He's like, I'm daydreaming about my teacher. He got a big old rock on, hard on.
Listen,
And
listen.
then the girl behind me taps me on the shoulder, say, "Hey, there's a note between your legs."
Listen, off topic. There was this one girl got her period for the first
Hey,
time.
man, we gotta stay on topic.
Okay, we'll stay off of it. Okay. But, okay, so this girl, her name's Kaylee. She gives me and I read it, and it says, hey, I've crushed on you for a while now. I know you race and you do a ton of traveling, but would you take the time to talk to me? And now this girl,
That's a
when it comes
well-written
down to
note.
oh yeah, it was. Her handwriting was so nice too.
Did she do the little hearts over the eyes?
No, nothing like that. But like her handwriting's neat. Like my
Sweet.
handwriting, it's
Dude, most
her
males'
handwriting-
handwritings are garbage.
I look like I have Tourette's. My handwriting, so. But
I look like I
her
have
handwriting was
Parkinson's,
perfect, and I was sitting there and I read it. I kind of turned around and I knew right when I looked at the heart, my face turned beet red because, like at that point, I always worked about like racing and all this. I never really cared about having
a girlfriend or whatnot.
Talking
It's like,
to
yeah,
her.
your rule is bicycles, like motorcycles and jumps.
like it was racing, working out, eating right, and just bullshitting with friends on Xbox kind of.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And like I just got a phone the year before and I had her number, but we didn't talk. I only had her just like classwork and stuff. And she sent me this note, she gives me this note, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, this girl's cute as hell. Why is she talking to me?
Right.
Kind of thing. She
Dude.
was like one of the popular girls in school.
Oh wow, that's even cool.
And I was like, I started talking, like I turned around and I was like, you're cute as hell. I said, what the hell do you want anything to do with me about? And she slapped the absolute shit out of me.
Really?
In front of the whole class. And walked off beet red. Like, beet red. And the teacher said, Kaylee, what did you do that for? He goes, she just said, oh, nothing, my hand slipped. And got us both sent to the office about it.
Oh, wow. Over a note. Dude, you get slapped over a note. And got sent to the office.
It was my reaction because, like, I'm that guy. I don't see myself, like, high-pointed of a person, you know?
But, dude, I don't think that was a reaction, dude, that deserved you getting slapped, really.
Well, she's always...
Is she an overreactor?
And, yeah. Well, that's not my first time with this girl that I got a note. That wasn't my first time that year getting a note. Well, later that year, I got another note because we had middle school dances, and it was about going to the dance. And it was kind of the same criteria. It was kind of the same criteria, but I did dance with her. But the awkward thing was her ex-boyfriend decided to stand right beside us in like our little line of us slow dancing on.
Oh shit!
Stand right beside us with this other chick that was like her old friend.
Oh god!
So
they were doing the whole revenge thing on each other.
Yeah. It was like because the other girl had a crush on me, then it was her ex that had a crush on me.
Gotcha, yeah.
Like that whole cross angle shit. And that whole time, then Kaylee leaned in and kissed me right in front of them. And I was like, oh shit, you're gonna start something.
You're gonna start some stuff, huh?
Oh, I didn't even make it. I was walking out the doors. By that time, I was like worn out because we had a great time.
Right.
And at the same time, I was just like emotionally so like, done because I was listening to her rant the entire time about her ex. Yeah, I don't think this is for me.
Right.
Kind of thing. Well, then,
really?
when it comes down,
this is an awful long story for a single note.
Oh yeah. But
stay on topic, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm staying on topic. But this kid walk out after I've listened to this girl like 2 hours rant, and this guy decides when we walk out the door to punch me in the face. Punch me in the face, like what I do. Right. I did nothing at this point.
I didn't do nothing. So there you are, bleeding on the floor.
No, I wasn't. He punched me, and it was kind of like things where he gave me a bloody nose, and I get bloody noses really soft.
Well, most people do. You punch somebody in the nose, it's gonna fuck them up.
Well, no, like okay, so I've actually had like the inside of my nose.
Yeah, did you have a deviated septum?
Yeah. Yes.
Gotcha.
I couldn't think of the word. Just think what it was called.
Don't worry, I know all the words for most things.
But he punched me in the face, and I get a blood bruise. And well, I decide, my smart ass, to punch him in the jaw, and we get into a big skirmish about it. And girlfriends get involved. We all get sat in ISS.
Oh,
I get a note. I get a note from Kaylee saying, "I'm sorry, broken heart, but we can't be together." I was like, I was like, that's bullshit.
Yeah, that is kind of garbage,
fight
man.
for you. But yeah, that's my story when it comes down. Note.
All right,
Yep.
so we covered. So we got our first notes of the girls from the day out. Well, everybody, I hope you got to know a little bit about us today. So that is our very first podcast. If you are out there and you are actually listening to this podcast, thank you very much.
We love you.
We very much appreciate it because we really did this on a whim. And so
20 minutes is talking in a video game to decide, hey.
And a little bit of prep work. We did a little bit of prep work. Hey, we didn't go in this completely blind. We did do some prep work.
Mostly it was a fucking racehorse with blinders on.
Right, pretty much. However, I definitely,
it was fun.
I've learned some things doing this tonight. I hope you have too, Dynamite.
Yes.
So, one, I'm going to stop saying so much. Then we are. I think we're gonna. I think we have a really good thing going here, and so I think with the right topics in the future, I think we might be able to get this done. We might be able to entertain you people.
Entertainment. That's
Entertain
all we
you.
strive for, honestly.
Hey, that's the Alabama out in me now. I do not live in Alabama.
Yeah, you're not from Alabama.
No, I'm not from Alabama. Yes, I do live in Alabama. I'm not from here. But. Hey, I want, once again, I'm just going to go ahead and say, everybody, thank you. If you listen to this podcast, thank you very much. I am Frymi.
I am Dynamite. I am the D.
And I'm the F. So thank you for listening to DNF Podcast today. Everybody have a great day.
Have a good day, guys.
Bye-bye.